If you told me years ago that I would be talking about my mental health journey on YouTube for the entire internet to see, I probably wouldn't have believed you. But here I am, because I feel like somebody out there just needs to feel understood. So, I guess I've never actually formally introduced myself on video. Hi, I'm Miles. I'm mentally ill, and that's my credentials for making these types of videos. I feel like I make them just to be more relatable and have people feel understood rather than to tell you what to do or how to fix it. So, I hope you feel like we're on FaceTime right now and talking about life. Sorry if I look at my computer during this. I have a little outline that I've put together because life is insane and I would talk in circles if I didn't have this. So, I guess I started noticing mental health struggles when I was a kid. I was just really sad for seemingly no reason. Like, my parents made decent money. I, had a good roof over my head. I had food. Like, I never had to worry about a meal at that point. So, a lot of people look at that and be like, oh, why are you sad? And I honestly don't have an answer. My parents eventually got divorced they started when I was 10, and it was final by the time I was 12. And that year, when I was 12, my grandpa also passed away. And that was also the very first year that I was hospitalized. I was in like an acute facility right here in good old Richmond, Virginia. It sadly no longer exists, but that's okay. They have a new building and it's super nice. At that point, I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety. I was put on standard antidepressant SSRIs. Oh, I guess I should add, I also work in an adult group home and have my medical technician license and registered behavioral technician license. So I do have some experience with working on the other side of everything. So I feel like that makes my experience in the mental health world fairly unique because I've seen it from both sides. Some early signs or challenges that I faced. I struggled with, can I say self-harm on YouTube? I don't know, we'll figure that out later. I struggled with self-harm between the ages of 12 to 15 and 16 pretty regularly, and then some into adulthood. I'm currently 130 days clean, so that's pretty cool. I had moments where I attempted not to be here anymore. That was once at 13, once at 16. So I had this weird phase where I was very insecure about my body, and instead of just straight being like, I'm not gonna eat, I decided to go vegan. So I had a reason to tell people I couldn't eat things. So that was a very interesting time. Obviously, that's not what being vegan is, and I just wasn't doing it for the right reasons. So that's why I am no longer vegan. Plus, I love me some bacon. I came out as bi at 14. I feel like that's pretty relevant, I guess. I was hospitalized again at 13 and then twice at 14. After I was released from that fourth time, altogether the twice at 14, I was sent to a residential hospital between the ages of 14 to 15. I stayed there for about 7 months. Not a very fun time for me, truthfully. So after I was released from residential, I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, which, as far as I know, they don't diagnose anybody under 18 with that anymore. I was 14, so that's almost 10 years living with this diagnosis. I had relationship issues in high school, and I don't mean dating, although I had those too. I mean friendships, teachers, acquaintances. I just had a really hard time keeping a stable relationship with really anybody, friends, anybody. I would also say that I had parental issues. My parents had been divorced for 2 or 3 years at this point. So I went back and forth between them. They had shared custody, my brother and I didn't like it, didn't have fun. I preferred to stay at one parent's house more than the other. I guess I'll put it that way. Don't want to bash anybody on the internet. So yeah, I think I was 14 when I decided to stay with my mom full-time. What helped me realize I needed to seek change or support, I feel like that would be, like I said, the issues with any type of relationship, whether it be platonic or otherwise. And I had a really hard time with, I had a real big problem with authority, especially in school. I feel like the key moment, person, or resource that shifted my perspective, that would be my mom. She helped me a lot through all of this. She was by my side every step of the way, whether I was at home, in the hospital, at school. She never let me feel like I was alone. And then my 9th and 10th grade English teacher, Miss Locke, I love her to death, still have her on Facebook to this day. We had a communication journal that she gave me one day, and we would write back and forth in it, and that would be my way of telling her things without having to say it out loud because I was still uncomfortable with it at that point. So we were able to talk through that, and she helped me with ways to talk to my mom, along with the guidance counselor, Miss Nash. I love her. So I feel like those were two in school people that definitely put me on the path to success. As far as therapy and medication and lifestyle changes, I've tried a bunch of medications. I have 3 right now that are doing really good for me. And therapy-wise, I've done CBT, DBT, I've done just all kinds of different things. I think the only thing I really haven't tried is, what is it? EDMR, something like that. I haven't tried that one yet, but that one's supposed to help with trauma, so maybe I'll look into it in the future. Lifestyle changes, I definitely don't drink as much as I used to, for a couple different reasons, but I do feel like it's helped my mental health overall. I do be smoking a lot, but that's another conversation for another time. I do have a therapist right now that I see once a week, and she is incredible. I really enjoy, talking with her. I guess we would do like a combination of talk therapy and DBT, which it's fine. You just have to put a lot of effort into DBT, and I feel like up until now, especially when I was 14, I was not trying to put in all that effort for something that I thought was stupid and didn't help. But I guess seeing it from the opposite end, it's like a staff perspective doing DBT, I feel like it does make quite a difference if you put in the effort. So I have quite a few friends that were helpful throughout my time of getting to know myself and my diagnosis and everything like that in high school. I still talk to a few of them today. Family, like I said, my mom was super helpful. I, again, still talk to her to this day. I talk to all 4 of my parents. Online community, I feel like I really found solace in BPD Facebook group. I'm in a couple different BPD Facebook groups, but I feel like I just found, that I was understood, and we kind of share about our symptoms and how we are the same and how we're different. It really just shows what a spectrum BPD is. Personal strategies for trying to get better, because I'm not by any means going to claim that I'm okay right now. Is it as bad as it used to be, or it could be right now? No, definitely not. But, there are definitely still some things that I'm working on and probably will be for the rest of my life, and I'm okay with that. So personal strategies that I'm currently using would be mindfulness. I really want to get back into exercising. I feel like creative outlets are this, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Shameless self-promo, go check out my ads in the description below and maybe give me a follow or something. Different things work for different people, so I definitely would advise that you look into different coping skills and different personal strategies as far as like outlets and like journaling, exercise, mindfulness, things like that. Definitely look into a wide variety of those and pick what works best for you. What would I tell my past self? That it's okay. It's not going to be terrible forever. I can't promise that things are going to be perfect, but things are definitely going to look up. What advice would I have for somebody struggling right now? Kind of the same as what I told my younger self. Things aren't terrible forever. Life isn't always what you make it, but if you make it good, then that's a little something. I understand that people are maybe in bad situations they can't get out of, especially if you're under 18 and don't particularly get along with your family. I know that's rough, but just make the best out of what you've got and know that better days are coming. Healing isn't linear. That's one more thing I want to touch on. Things are going to get better, and then things are going to get worse, and then things are going to get better again, and that's just the roller coaster of life. Because if things were good all the time, then what would we really be doing or working for, So, thank you for watching. I definitely invite you to share anything you thought about this video or want to share about your own journey for others to read in the comments. Go ahead and do that. I will also link mental health resources through the CDC in my description, just in case anybody feels like they need extra help more than I can offer. And yeah, you're not alone. Things can definitely get better.